Have you ever stared at a medical letter, specifically a blood test result, and just felt completely lost?
Oh, absolutely.
You see these letters, ALT, AST, ALP, and your brain just sort of short circuits. You get this anxiety.
It's the Dr. Google trap, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see one number that's a bit high,
Yeah.
and suddenly you've convinced yourself you have 3 days to live.
Exactly. And that's what we want to break down today. We're using a really clear guide from Blood Test UK.
Right. Their article, What Do ALT, AST, ALP Mean in Liver Tests?
And our mission here is simple. We want to explain this in like third grade language, so anyone can get their head around what their body is telling them.
And we should be clear, this is all through the lens of the UK system, how the NHS looks at these tests, because it can be a little different elsewhere.
Okay, so let's get into the big three. First up, ALT. What is it actually?
So ALT is an enzyme. Think of it as a little worker that's supposed to live inside your liver cells. Its job is to help process protein.
Inside the cells, so it shouldn't be floating around in my blood.
Precisely. If your liver cells get inflamed or damaged, maybe from a fatty diet, they get a bit leaky.
Ah, okay.
And that ALT worker escapes into your bloodstream. So a high ALT number is basically a measure of that leakage.
So in the UK, if I go to my GP and say I'm just exhausted all the time.
That's often one of the first things they'll check. It's a really specific clue that the liver is under stress.
Okay, so ALT is the specific one. What about AST? It sounds almost identical.
It's similar, yeah, but it's less specific. You also have AST in your heart and your muscles.
So it's not as useful.
Well, the key is the relationship between the two, the pattern. If your AST is also high, and maybe even higher than your ALT, that can point towards more significant damage.
Damage from what?
Historically, a high AST is linked with things like alcohol-related liver injury or viral infections like hepatitis. It just gives your GP a clearer picture of what might be going on.
Right. And that brings us to the last one, ALP. The guide from Blood Test UK calls this one tricky.
It really is. It's a bit of a double agent.
Yeah.
ALP is found in your liver's plumbing system, the bile ducts, but it's also really active in your bones.
So if it's high, how on earth do you know if it's a blocked bile duct or, I don't know, a broken bone?
They look for other clues. The source lists them really clearly. Are you itching all over? Is your pee really dark? Do you have tummy pain or that yellowing of the skin we call jaundice?
So if you have those symptoms with the high ALP,
It's almost certainly your liver, not your bones.
Okay.
It's all about context.
that makes sense. Okay, so let's say my numbers are high. My first instinct is to panic. But the guide suggests this is actually a good thing.
It's a huge opportunity. Your liver is amazing. It's the only organ that can fully regenerate. Catching these high numbers early means you found the problem before it becomes permanent scarring.
And the fix isn't always some crazy medication, right?
Not at all. Often it's just lifestyle. And the guidance in the UK is super specific on this. Cut down on saturated fats, the stuff in pastries, sausages, processed foods, and moderate the alcohol.
So simple changes can actually reverse the numbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It gives you the power to take control of your own health, which is fantastic.
I do want to touch on a couple of myths, though. What about GGT? I've heard that if that's high, it's basically proof you drink too much.
That's a really common and dangerous myth. And Blood Test UK is great on this. Yes, GGT goes up with alcohol, but it also goes up with some medications, or even just from a non-alcoholic fatty liver. It's a sign of stress, not a moral judgment.
Good to know. And bilirubin. That one sounds terrifying.
It does sound scary, but it's often just a harmless genetic quirk. There's a condition called Gilbert syndrome. It's really common, where your bilirubin levels are just naturally a bit high. It's usually nothing to worry about.
So the big takeaway is that high numbers are just clues, and they can often be fixed.
That's it. They're a warning light on your dashboard, not a sign the engine has exploded.
But before we wrap up, I want to ask the opposite question. Is it possible to have perfectly normal numbers and still have a sick liver?
Unfortunately, yes. And this is the really sobering part. In very advanced liver disease, the organ can get so scarred and, burnt out that there aren't many healthy cells left to leak enzymes. So your ALT and AST might look normal, but the liver itself is actually failing.
Wow. That is a scary thought.
It is. It just means you can't rely only on the numbers. You have to listen to your body. If you feel unwell, keep pushing for answers, even if the blood test looks okay on paper.
A powerful reminder to be your own health advocate. Thanks for breaking all that down for us.
My pleasure.
And thank you for listening to The Deep Dive. We'll catch you on the next one.